What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tex is back with Vic to do our Team of the Year predictions video. Now, this is supposed to be out like Friday, maybe even Saturday, but Vic was just doing what he does and not showing up, not showing up at all. And because of that, we are here today. And we got lucky because we thought Team of the Year was going to be out today. Not me. I don't know why I said we. Vic thought it was going to be out.
It is we.
No, it's no we. No we. I'm thinking Team of the Year is going to come out later on down the line. But everybody else thinks it's going to come out today, tomorrow, or the day after that, and the day after that, because EA keeps dropping these bundles in the game for 24 hours, but we'll talk about that at another time. We went ahead and made some cards up, not by we, I mean me, because Vic didn't do anything, but I got some ideas from Vic as well, so thank you, Vic, for the ideas of certain players, and I want to give a huge shout out to Moonlight Swami. Help me out with some players I was struggling with to name for Team of the Year, and along with Go On Vote, follow him on Twitter. He gave me the card template for the background of the cards you guys will see. Now, we got to say this real quick. Team of the Year, it's not going to be the best cards or the best players across the NFL. It's going to be the players EA feels deserves these cards and that can sell packs. A la going back to last year. So a lot of the players you guys are going to see aren't the best at their position, but they're going to probably end up getting a card more than likely because they're going to sell packs. So anything to add to this, Vic, before we get into what the cards we have created?
Is this the bashing of Vic? Like, that's what we doing?
Yeah.
Is that what we doing?
Right now, this should have been out so long ago. You guys wanted it. You guys liked the video, left a lot of comments, and then Vic failed y'all. So go ahead and hate on his replacement series.
Stop.
Yeah, that's what he's done.
So as y'all can see, the first two cards they revealed was the DeAndre Hopkins and Richard Sherman. DeAndre Hopkins at 96, and then the Sherman 95. Now, Tex was smart with this. He didn't put overalls on the cards because we let you guys do that. We let you guys, what overalls do you think that all these cards would be? And then we got Big Ben and Carson Palmer. Carson had a pretty bad playoff, and Big Ben got hurt. But I'll tell you one thing.
Season rewards.
These are regular season awards, exactly.
So that is why Big Ben had a great season. If you check Pro Football, what do you want to call it? Pro Football Reference, Pro Football Focus, whatever. They had a great season. Carson right behind him as a quarterback standing in the pocket throwing the ball. And they both had great weapons to give them their great stats. So that allowed these two guys to succeed well. So these two cards are more than likely going to end up getting. Well, no, last year we got one quarterback, right? We got one quarterback last year in Big Ben. Yep. So if they do two cards, it'll probably end up being both of these guys. But if it's going to be one like it was last year, it'll more than likely be Carson Palmer over Big Ben, simply because he had the 2004 Peyton Manning season, which is just crazy. And then he threw it all away by throwing 7 turnovers in the NFC Conference Championship.
4 picks, 3 fumbles.
Crazy, yo. Crazy. It was just a bad day for Carson Palmer. So that's our quarterback.
So the two halfbacks we chose was the Muscle Hamster and Doug Martin. And then LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy. I know a lot of Eagles fans will want to grab this card, even though he plays for the Bills, same as Bills fans. And then there's Doug Martin. Doug Martin had a very, very good but quiet season. Like, I think he was the leading rusher at some point, and he almost beat out AP. But I think AP got him by a couple, maybe 100 or so yards. But Doug Martin had a very, very good season.
But if none of these two guys get these cards, if no LaShawn McCoy, no Doug Martin, the obvious choice is Adrian Peterson. And I was reluctant to put this guy on the list because I thought he was going to get the comeback player of the year after missing 15 games last season, being on that commissioner's exempt list for beating his kid. But then again, I might get a bunch of hate mail saying that. But regardless, Adrian Peterson is the card we probably all want to see as Team of the Year halfback, but Doug Martin or LaShawn McCoy would be nice as well. Moving on to the receivers. Now, this one was kind of interesting because we have 2 potential offensive player of the years in Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. And I did not know which one to put on the list and which one to exclude, so they're both on here as of right now. If Cam does win Offensive Player of the Year, it's probably going to be one of these two. So whoever doesn't get that award is going to get a Team of the Year card. Now, last year, we did get 2 wide receivers. And if it's going to be Julio Jones, who is the Team of the Year receiver this year, even though he does have a 95 overall, right? What do you call it?
Yeah, the blitz ticket.
Yeah, he does have that, so he could very well get like a 97 overall one. But if he is the first receiver going to get for Team of the Year, we can also get a second one. And I'm hoping that is either a Ted Ginn or a Brandon Marshall. Yo, EA has been sleeping on Ted Ginn this entire year. Every game, bro, there was a stretch where he had 2 touchdowns, like 3 straight games. No cards at all. But more deserving than Ted Ginn, of course, is Brandon Marshall. And Keenan only caught 77 catches this year. They're like, no.
Yeah, that's only in 8 games. We ain't about to do this.
No, he got injured, and he may get another card down the line, but Team of the Year, nah. You got to play the entire year to get Team of the Year card.
So that hit me in. That was a low
well, it's not his fault. Like, he made a crazy catch because Phillip's not accurate, but regardless.
What? Phillip's go. You even fast Phillip now.
Spleen, man, lacerated spleen. You know who gets lacerated spleens? Not receivers.
Guess what? Phillip times Keenan times Gates equals 2017 champion.
Okay, y'all have to
book it. Let's go.
All right, Gates on steroids. Like you got that. You got it. Anyway, Brandon Marshall is deserving. And Ted Ginn, obviously. Brandon Marshall had a great year. People kept saying DeAndre Hopkins, by the way, who was also probably going to be the second receiver. But if we get 3, I forgot he had a card. I legit forgot he had a card. But if we end up getting 3, if we get 3 receivers, Brandon Marshall is deserving because his stats look pretty much like great compared to Odell Beckham and in DeAndre Hopkins. So. But these two, we can dream because I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Julio or Antonio Brown and DeAndre. We're not going to probably see these two at all. These are just cards we want to see, but we're probably not going to end up getting.
All right, so tight ends. I already know. I told Ted, I was like, you got to put Delaney Walker on it. This guy was slept on, other than like FanDuel or whatever. He was slept on the entire season. This guy put up numbers. And we all know how good Gronk is, the greatest tight end ever behind Antonio Gates. Yeah, but we still got Gronk. He's always, going to be the best tight end for as long as he plays. And then Delaney Walker, he was very comparable to, the top tight ends. I think he had 1,000 yards receiving. I'm pretty sure.
Tight ends and receptions, like caught off passes this year.
And I remember this one time he was playing against the Patriots. He trucked one of their safeties, injured him. He trucked Young, injured him, and then ran down the sidelines, jumped over somebody, stiff on somebody, ran in the end zone. It was for like 70-some yards. This guy is a super athlete. And in Mutt, he will be a beast because he's a great run blocker. He has nice speed, and he has good catching.
And the good thing about it is height doesn't matter in this game. And you guys may believe having the 6'6", 6'5" receivers do, man. No, height in this game doesn't play a factor. So a 6-foot tight end may seem terrible, especially with a game where it comes to catching jump balls. But trust me, he can go out there and get it. He can go out there and snag the balls just like Gronkowski can, and also do a better job of run blocking when you're trying to run the ball down people's throats. So Delaney Walker, hopefully he gets a card, but more than likely it's going to be one tight end, and it's going to be Rob Gronkowski, especially now that the Patriots got knocked out of the Super Bowl because the Broncos defense was just crazy. So we're probably going to Gronkowski, which wouldn't mind so much, is wish he had better run blocking because this guy is probably the best blocking tight end in the league. But nope, he just gets no respect at that point because if he did get like 90 run block, he'd be OP. Moving on to the less glamorous position, we got the offensive lineman. We have Joe Thomas, who was the best left tackle in football this past season. Tyron Smith was number 2. Mitchell Schwartz was a great right tackle for the Browns. The Browns got some pretty nice blockers up there, and they have no quarterback to block for because Johnny Manziel's not that good. Left guard, we got Justin Pugh, Ryan Khalil at center because those two guys deserve upgrades to their current cards, and couldn't get one Nick Mangold. He already has a 94 overall card. He wasn't that good this season, and Travis Frederick already has a 93. And at left guard, I think the best in the league might have been Josh Sitton, but he just got the Football Outsiders card, so he couldn't actually get this card because it would make no sense. Because you know what EO did? EO would have came up with a 96 overall Josh Sitton with a +3 to awareness, +3 to stiff arm, and +15 to kick return. And that's what would have happened there. So Justin Pugh and Ryan Khalil are our left guard and our center. Moving on to the right guards. Now this was kind of tricky because there are good ones in the league: TJ Lang, Marshall Yanda, and Trey Turner. No clue who's going to get this. It's kind of a toss-up. Vic, you got anybody? Or you think you have any opinion on who's going to get this right guard card for the for the team of the year? That's kind of hard to say.
My money's on Trey Turner. Like, he had an unbelievable season. Like, yeah, the whole entire Panthers offensive line was amazing. And Trey Turner, when I saw all the highlights of this guy getting out there blocking safeties, that's crazy. He's going to be fast. And all that stuff.
The fact that LSU had Lyle Collins, Trey Turner, and Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, and all these motherfuckers that didn't do anything because Zach Mettenberger's trash.
Yeah, Zach Mettenberger, right?
Just not good. So, at right end, we got Khalil Mack, and at left end, we got J.J. Watt. I don't see anybody else that can get these cards. Khalil Mack was up for Defensive Player of the Year, but I think Aaron Donald is going to get the win on that. So that's probably that's why we have him here right now. But if he does win Defensive Player of the Year and Aaron Donald does not, it'll probably be a swap. But we'll find out very soon what EA does with these two cards, because I don't know, both those guys are good this year and they're on bad teams.
Oh, yeah. Terrible teams.
Bad teams.
They're not terrible. Just like they just had a very, very, very weak position. And the Raiders, they had the very bad secondary other than Charles Woodson.
Yeah,
they had a good quarterback, good receivers,
too, like
good offensive line.
Either, right?
No, other than Khalil Mack, nope.
Yeah, so like both those guys are just great guys, but they're not doing. It's crazy. J.J. Watt, Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald are all great, not doing a damn thing with their teams. Like they'll get the sacks, they'll try to help.
Well, Khalil Mack has. I was gonna say Khalil Mack has Justin Tuck and Mario Elwood, but those are two defensive ends, and they run a 4-3, so they need two defensive tackles, and I can't even think of their names.
Yeah, I don't know my side, but I know J.J. Watt has a lot of help, and they would playoffs this year, obviously, but that's because the AFC South is just terrible. So, but those two guys deserve these Team of the Year cards. So hopefully, we'll see those, and hopefully, trying to think who else is an honorable mention for like a left end besides Cameron Haywood, maybe.
Maybe Cam.
I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Defensive tackle. There's 3 people here we could possibly choose from. Again, we already said that Aaron Donald is probably going to end up winning Defensive Player of the Year, so that's why he's not here. But of course, you got to get another Geno Atkins. I'm not too sure who down in EA is a Bengals fan, but we have had so many Geno Atkins this year, and none of them have been good. And we're probably going to get another one because he was actually really good this year. But instead of that guy, can we get a Linval Joseph? Can we get this man his card, or it's not his card, but him in real life this year was amazing. Vic has a stat about how good he was.
I mean, it's not a stat, but it's going off of what the player said. Whenever Anthony Barr, Harrison Smith, and Linval Joseph all went down, they struggled a lot. And then when Harrison Smith and Anthony Barr came back, they still struggled. So that's how important Linval Joseph was to that entire team, let alone that defensive line. And you can notice when they're there, Everson Griffin goes ham. Whenever Linval Joseph wasn't there, kind of struggled.
Yep, so he's really important to that entire defense, being their anchor up front. So he is a guy I like to see get a nice boost to his 87 overall cards are already in the game, but he's probably not going to because Kawan Short. Kawan Short was the best D tackle in football this season outside of Aaron Donald, of course. And he led the Panthers in sacks. Like, that's kind of amazing, being a defensive tackle and leading the team with sacks. That's crazy. Usually it's the guys on the outside getting back there, but he's the only pass rusher that's good to get to the quarterback, and so he deserves this card. And knowing EA is going to be the same picture as all 3 of them he got earlier this season.
Coming to the linebackers, like these 2 guys, Thomas Davis and Justin Houston, 2 completely different linebackers, but they are so good. Thomas Davis, he recently broke his arm. He got surgery. He's going to play in Super Bowl because that guy is a trooper. And then Justin Houston, I'm a Chargers fan. I have, like, whenever we play him in the Chiefs, I'm like, man, I feel bad for Phillip because he's going to get sacked at least 4 times. Justin Houston always gets back there. And then, like I said, Thomas Davis is just a baller. And his cards are always good in Madden because he's fast, he can cover. And everyone loves this guy. He's a very likable guy.
Also a $100 million player, so it's kind of crazy to think that they're paying that type of money to a damn linebacker now.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, he's the pass rusher, man. He gets to the quarterback. You saw how when Tom Brady last night because of Von Miller and his antics. And Von Miller was going to be here. I thought they were going to lose because I don't trust Peyton Manning, but because the Patriots lost that game, Von Miller had to be taken off this list because he is probably, he just got the new team.
He just got the team of the week.
And he's probably, if he does do anything in the Super Bowl, he's probably going to end up winning MVP. That guy's amazing. So amazing. He single-handedly changed that game. I know DeMarcus Ware was there last night, but Von Miller was out there just giving Tom Brady hell. There was a play with the right tackle, didn't even got to stand, so Von Miller was sacking the quarterback. It was crazy. But speaking of good linebackers, got 2 good ones right here. Probably the best one in the NFL as of right now.
And
we got Bobby Wagner and Luke Kuechly. Bobby Wagner is a card that I don't think has got an upgrade at all this year. It's been about Anthony Barr and Ryan Shazier all year, and Bobby Wagner. The Seahawks struggle. He's been a consistent tackler for them, and I knew Bobby Wagner to be nice, especially around this time. And we also got Luke Kuechly, who is If it wasn't Aaron, he probably he might. If the Panthers win the Super Bowl, he might win the MVP. I think it goes based off of all the games he's played. Dude has 2 touchdowns in the past 2 games at a linebacker position. It's crazy.
Big sixes.
So he's been balling out of control, and if he's probably gonna get this card knowing what EA is gonna be doing with Super Bowl stuff and all the other shit coming out. But we'll see what happens.
All right, so these are the first 2 quarterbacks, Chris Harris and Aqib Talib. Now we did this before like I said, Tech said before, he didn't think the Broncos would win that game, so these 2 were automatically going to be on here. And Chris Harris, I think he played with like a really messed up shoulder, and he still got the job done. Talib, always a baller. And one thing I was about to tell Tex to square up about, he didn't put Jason Verrett on here. Jason Verrett was a baller. He guarded almost all the great receivers this week.
All right. This is why to put Jason Verrett in the list, because the Chargers won like 4 games. And secondly, I already have 5 cornerbacks. So if you want to, if you want to name the cornerbacks, Chris Harris is better than Jason Verrett, Aqib Talib better than Jason Verrett, Sherman better than Jason Verrett, and then these next two were statistically better than Verrett, Ronald Darby and Josh Norman. So baby, Jason Verrett is the 5th best cornerback in the NFL. He's he may get a new team of the year card. He's the 4th best. Yeah. But even still, he's not. No, he's above Norman then.
Nah, he's above Talib. I'll tell you that. He's above Talib.
Nah,
Talib's number 2.
Talib garbage tight ends.
Guard number 1. No,
Talib was on Gronk last night. Yo, chill.
What's TJ Wolf?
No, TJ Ward got injured.
TJ Ward got injured.
You talking?
Yeah, he got injured in the 3rd quarter, and then he started guarding.
The other team's best player.
No,
if that includes tight ends, it includes tight ends. I don't see Brett guarding tight ends.
That's because he guards the best receiver.
It's because he don't guard tight ends because he can't.
It's because he guards the best receiver.
All right, let us know down in the comment section below. Talib or Verrett? Let us know.
You say Talib, I'm blocking you.
This is my man. Do that. Go ahead and say that. Block your subscribers, Vic. Be that guy. Anyway, Darby was amazing this season. Marcus Peters just won Rookie of the Year for the defense side of the ball. I don't know why I basically said that, but Ronald Darby won it with the Pro Football Writers of America, if that means anything. And so, yeah, he deserves a new card. Plus, his 85 card is a beast, so I can only imagine him getting like a 94, 95 overall Team of the Year card, what that's going to be like. And of course, Josh Norman, don't got to say much about this guy in the season that he's had. And dude's just fun to watch, fun to listen to, and hopefully he can go ahead and win that Super Bowl and get paid this offseason by somebody else, because I don't want him back because he's going to cost so much money.
Ain't that something?
Bro, that dude's got to command I don't know what cornerbacks get, but he shuts down one side of the field. Kind of, unless he's playing Odell Beckham. But he shuts down one side of the field. I love him, but I ain't trying to I'd rather keep K1 short, K1 short's a beast. It's a beast. Anywho, moving on to the safeties, and it's kind of like a tough one here. The best safety in football this year was Malcolm Jenkins. Hands down.
It was Harrison Smith.
No. It's not Harrison Smith. It was by consensus Malcolm Jenkins. That wasn't named Tyrann Mathieu, but Tyrann Mathieu's kind of like a nickel cornerback. Anyway, Malcolm Jenkins was the best at that position. And then I got Reggie Nelson here because Reggie Nelson does what Reggie Nelson does, which is, I don't know what he does actually. I didn't watch it.
He's got a lot of picks, that's it.
Yeah, and then we have Harrison Smith. Vic is in love with this man. I'm telling Vic, Vic thinks that if Harrison Smith gets a new card, he's going to have more than 94 speed.
He's going to be 94 and above.
No, bruh. And Harrison Smith has a 90 overall captain card, has 86 or 88 speed. So you're telling me they're going to give him 94 speed? Nah.
He doesn't have a captain card.
He has a 90 overall card.
He has an 88 overall card.
No, he has a 92.
No, he doesn't.
He does. I just looked this shit up yesterday.
He has a 92.
I just looked it up. I'm looking it up right now again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping.
You are tripping. Reggie Nelson has a 92.
Who's Reggie Nelson? I like that song, actually. Let's see. Reggie has a 92. Let's see.
His highest score is an 88.
Right. I'm wrong here. I must be tripping then. Anyway, he has 86 on his 88. That's what I'm tripping from. He has an 86 speed on his 88, so a +6 overall potentially is not going to yield this guy 94 speed. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Harrison Smith is gonna be slow. So let us know down in the comment section below, as well as answering the question between Aqib Talib or Jason Verrett. Would you want a Harrison Smith or a Malcolm Malcolm Floyd. Wow.
No, it's not over. No, it's Harrison Smith or Reggie Nelson.
No, or either or one of them is getting the car.
Yes.
It's one out of the three is getting the car. It's not gonna be all three, all two. Not gonna be 2 out of the 3. It's 1 out of the 3. So let us know down in the comment section below. Would you rather have a Harrison Smith that's probably gonna have 91 speed,
Don't be trying to
or a Malcolm Jenkins who's gonna have 94?
Deter their option.
I know what EA is gonna do. I play the game, bruh. I play the game. I have my hand in the dirt. They're gonna give us a Malcolm Jenkins, which is gonna be faster than Harrison Smith, who had 91 speed. Book it. Let us know, guys. Let us know. And then on to the last cards. We don't get kickers and punters, unfortunately, because those are for positionals. But the last 2 cards are gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll just separate. I didn't know what I'm doing here. Anyway, Morgan Burnett and Patrick Chung are the last 2 cards for strong safety. Now, Burnett was amazing. Vic and I love Burnett a lot. Like, we have a man crush on this dude, right?
Crush Monday.
Right? You're not gonna say anything. You're not.
I said man crush Monday.
You're gonna look like yeah. I'm over here on the island, over here letting people know I like this dude a lot, and you're like man crush Mondays.
Man crush Monday.
But Patrick Chung had a good season as well until he got trucked by. Like, Patrick Chung shouldn't even get a card after getting destroyed by Blake. Like that's no, you shouldn't get a card at all. But regardless, one of these 2 guys is going to end up getting this card more than likely. Hopefully, now these are all predictions. Like we could be very, very wrong. We were wrong last year. We thought they were going to go based off the best player at that position. Turns out they just want to go based on who's going to sell packs. So we very well could get a instead of Joe Thomas, Jason Peters, instead of Morgan Burnett, a Cam Chancellor. Instead of a what do you call it? What's the other guy's name? Instead of a Harrison Smith or Malcolm Jenkins, we get Earl Thomas. I think we get a lot of players that are going to sell packs and sell bundles. We'll find out soon, though. If you guys like our list, let us know down in the comment section below. If you guys want more Vic, wow, I was going to say videos, but that's a Vic. If you guys want more videos with Vic and myself, hit the thumbs up button and be sure to check out other videos on the channel, and be sure to check out Vic's channel as well for our wagers and his replacement series, which everybody seems to love.
Yeah.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Hit the thumbs up button, and I'll be back when Team of the Year content is live, which is probably not going to be for another week.
Yes, bro, it's gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah. Yo, you've been saying tomorrow since Sunday.
I'm gonna be right eventually.
Yep, you will be. You're wrong more times, you'll be right though. Say that right now. Peace.